The year is 2025. The world watches with bated breath. India and Pakistan, two nuclear-armed neighbors, stand on the precipice of war. Tensions have been simmering for decades, rooted in historical disputes and territorial claims. A recent terrorist attack in Kashmir, claimed by a Pakistan-based group, has ignited the tinderbox. India blames Pakistan for harboring terrorists. Pakistan denies involvement, pointing fingers at internal Indian factions. The blame game escalates. Rhetoric becomes increasingly fiery. National pride and political pressure leave little room for cool heads. Both nations amass troops along the border, a volatile mix of conventional and nuclear forces. The line of control, a scar across the disputed region, becomes a tinderbox. A stray shot, a miscalculation could set the world ablaze. The world is not a bystander in this crisis. Global powers are drawn into the fray, their interests intertwined with the fate of India and Pakistan. The United States, seeking to maintain its global dominance, fears a nuclear conflagration. China, a rising power with its own rivalry with India, watches with a mixture of concern and opportunity. Russia, a traditional ally of India, finds itself in a delicate balancing act. The European Union, advocating for a peaceful resolution, grapples with its limited leverage in the region. The world holds its breath, realizing the stakes have never been higher. The potential consequences of a nuclear exchange are too horrific to contemplate. Millions would perish in the initial blasts, incinerated in an instant. The ensuing fires would rage, consuming everything in their path. Radioactive fallout would spread across the globe, poisoning the air, water, and soil. A nuclear winter could follow, plunging the planet into darkness. Global temperatures could plummet, crops would fail, and mass starvation would ensue. The delicate balance of life on Earth would be disrupted, perhaps irrevocably. This is not a war anyone can win. As tensions escalate, the international community scrambles to avert disaster. Frantic diplomatic efforts are underway, led by the United Nations and supported by world leaders. Back-channel negotiations, hushed phone calls, and tense summits become the new battleground. But diplomacy is a slow and delicate dance. Meanwhile, military forces are on high alert. Warships patrol the seas, fighter jets scream across the skies, and soldiers brace for the unthinkable. The world watches, prays, and hopes for a miracle. Section 5. The world holds its breath. Days turn into nights, and still the standoff continues. The world holds its breath. Every news bulletin, every tweet, every whispered conversation carries the weight of anxiety. The threat of nuclear annihilation hangs over humanity like a Damocles sword, a stark reminder of our capacity for self-destruction. From bustling cities to remote villages, people are glued to their screens, desperate for any glimmer of hope. The fate of billions hangs in the balance, a chilling testament to the interconnectedness of our world. Section 6. Voices of Reason. Global leaders take a stand. Amidst the escalating tension, voices of reason begin to emerge. World leaders, recognizing the shared peril, step forward to condemn the brinkmanship. The United States, China, and Russia, despite their differences, issue a joint statement calling for immediate de-escalation. The global community unites in its condemnation of violence. The message is clear: war is not an option. The world is watching, and it demands a peaceful resolution. The pressure begins to mount on India and Pakistan to step back from the abyss. Section 7. A unified front. International pressure mounts. The international community, galvanized by the shared threat, presents a united front. Sanctions are threatened. Economic aid is withheld. Diplomatic channels are flooded with pleas for restraint. The message is clear: the world will not tolerate nuclear brinksmanship. Global citizens add their voices to the chorus, organizing protests, signing petitions, and demanding action from their leaders. The power of public opinion, often underestimated, begins to sway the course of events. Section 8. Stepping back from the abyss, a fragile peace achieved. Under immense international pressure and with the specter of mutually assured destruction looming large, both India and Pakistan make hesitant steps towards de-escalation. Troops are pulled back, albeit slowly. Rhetoric softens, replaced with cautious pronouncements of peace. The world breathes a collective sigh of relief. The immediate crisis is averted, but the underlying issues remain. A fragile peace holds, but the threat of future conflict still simmers beneath the surface. Section 9. The unlearned lesson, a stark warning for the future. The near miss serves as a stark warning to the world. The dangers of nuclear proliferation, the volatility of regional conflicts, and the catastrophic consequences of miscalculation are laid bare for all to see. This crisis, though averted, is a stark reminder of the fragility of peace. The world must learn from this experience. Global cooperation, dialogue, and diplomacy are not optional, they are essential for our collective survival. As long as nuclear weapons exist, the potential for catastrophe remains. The only true security lies in their complete elimination. The future of humanity depends on it.